In fact, I was the one who presented this negative result way back in November of 2021. At nagpapatuloy ang usapin na yan. So ang sabi ko, para matapos na, yung istoryang hindi mamatay-matay, I was suggesting, I'm still suggesting, he should undergo an open, fair, transparent, and credible hair follicle drug test. So that, if it turns out negative, sinabi ko na ito, yung resultang negative, sampal niya sa mukha ng lahat na nag-aakusa sa kanya. And I will, because I was the one who presented initially yung kanyang negative, presented it first sa PIDEA, and then NBI, and then PNP. So yun ang context ko.
Attorney, yung pong sinabi natin na kayo po yung nag-present, yung veracity po ng truthfulness po nung result po ng drug test, is it true? Ano po yung source po natin doon or nandun po kayo nung kinunan po siya?
Hindi ka pwedeng naroon sapagkat yung panahon na yun, tatandaan mo, I'm referring to the year November of 2021.
Okay.
Yan pandemya pa. At bawal kang basta lang pupunta sa ospital. At ang protocol karamdaman, kung gusto mo magpatingin, punta ka mag-isa. That was condition then. And I have no doubt not to believe yung resulta niya na ginanggaling sa St. Luke's Medical Center sa BGC, sa Taguig. And hindi nga mamatay-matay. So para matapos na yan, since he is the Chief Executive Officer, he is the President, and leadership by example, ano ba naman yung magpailalim na dyan sa hair follicle? And I stand by doon sa aking paniniwala na public office is public trust. And all public officers must at all times be made accountable to the people.
But had there be any time na sumunod siya sa suggestion po ninyo, sa barukala po ninyo?
Kasi sinagot na nga niya, ayaw daw niya. So who am I to impose my opinion on him? Hindi naman na kami magkasama.
Actually, yung result na yun is hair follicle din siya?
No.
Urine. Okay, so can we still expect the president will still undergo?
You ask him. I'm not the president. I'm not him. And with his statement, sinabi niya no. So, siya tanongin, not me. I am just reacting to his reaction. At matagal nang standing usapin yan eh. And sa lahat ng usapin yan, ako'y consistent. Because gusto ko rin maaman, baka naman nagsinungaling ako sa mamamayang Pilipino na nagpresenta ako ng isang maling resulta. At pagka yan naman ay talagang totoo, di yun nga, kapitan niya yung mga nag-akusa sa kanya openly. At ipakita niya yung kanyang negative resulta.
If given a chance, sakali manalo kayo as senator, will you make it as a law?
I think we have to strengthen the PIDEA and make it among the duties of, among the many duties of PIDEA to initiate yung annual or periodic mandatory para wala ng tanungan.
Will this include hindi lang yung elected officials, pati po yung mga public servants po, pati po yung nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno?
Again, public office is public trust. Yung gwardiya nga nag-a-apply ng trabaho, hihingan mo ng negatibo eh. Yung driver nga ng pamilya o driver sa isang bus fleet na malaki, hinihingaan mo eh ng negatibo. Bakit naman hindi ang ating mga elected and appointed official? Sila ay lingkod bayan, sila ay sumasahod gamit ang kaban at taxes ng bayan. So there must be a higher degree of accountability because public office is public trust.
Pati yung reaction ko sa answer ko as a reaction ng si PBBM with regards to kung meron ba contingency plan if the Supreme Court will favor your petition on nullifying the 2025 law. Sabi niya, no, wala daw, we shut down and then yun daw yung
the framers of the 1987 Constitution already presented a contingency plan. At ano yun? Yung automatic or reenacted budget. Yung framers na ng Constitution ang nag-anticipate niyan. Sila na ang nag-provide ng mekanismo o solusyon sakaling magkaroon ng ganyang kaganapan. At hindi nga naman talaga madaling sagutin yung katanungan sa kanya sapagkat hindi pa nangyayari yan. Subalit, dinala tayo sa ganitong estado, blanco yung Bicameral Conference Committee report, ratifikado, pirmado, aprobado at naiahin doon sa House of Representatives Bills and Index Section. Bawal yan sapagkat yan ay isang malaking criminal violation. Kung sino man yung may makating kamay na nakialam at naglagay ng mga halaga na umaabot sa 100 bilyong piso sa mga blanco, is guilty of falsification of legislative document, is guilty of usurpation of authority. Dahil Kongreso lamang ang maaaring makialam sa pagpasa ng ating taunang budget. Iyan yung aming argumento na inihain sa Korte Suprema.
Okay, may nagtatanong attorney, bakit hindi daw sinali ng petition si PBBM since
Because meron siyang immunity from suit as long as he is the president. Hindi dahil hindi siya dapat ilagay doon. We know our laws. Hindi siya pwedeng included. Kaya ang included is yung tanggapan ng Pangulo through the Executive Secretary. Yan ang dahilan.
So, do you think the answer of the President with regards to when he was asked na may contingency plan, do you think he was just gaslighting?
Well, that is his answer and we leave it at that and we take it as it is. But what I'm saying is, kahit walang plano, assuming wala silang plano, konstitusyon na, saligang batas na ang naglatag ng plano. Uuwi tayo sa re-enacted budget. Yun ang plano.
Attorney, are you one with the former president of saying na culpable yung mga tao na nagpabaya na hayaang blanco?
Siyempre, alam niyo, pagka bumili ka ng isang property, lupa or condominium or apartment or townhouse, hindi ka papayag na bibigyan ka ng seller ng isang titulong blanco. Hanapin mo yung technical description, hanapin mo yung mga bearings, dahil paano ka magkakaroon ng muhon kung bibigyan ka lang ng titulong blanco. Ganun din ang budget, hindi pwedeng blanco. Tanungin niyo, yung mga miyembro ng sangguniang barangay, marunong magpasa ng budget yan? Tanungin ninyo, yung mga miyembro, yung mga konsehal natin sa munisipyo, sa syudad, yung ating mga board members sa provincial board member, tingnan ninyo, marunong magpasa ng mga budget yan. At hindi pwedeng blanco. Even the magpanukala yan ng budget na merong kahit isang sentimo. Bakit? Pera ng sambayan ng Pilipino yan. Dapat yan ay pinakakaingatan, binibigyan ng halaga at binabantayan.
So ano yung timeline, attorney, na mag-decision yung Supreme Court?
It's up to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
And I think they will be asked, yung mga impleaded parties will be asked to file their comment. And from there, the Supreme Court will assess on whether we are sufficient, yung ating petition is complete in form and substance. And I do not want to speculate on how the Supreme Court will dispose of the pending petition.
Pero sa tingin nyo ba, attorney, sadya talaga yun? Sinadya talaga yun nila or...
Oo naman. 28 line items blank consisting of 13 pages. Hindi naman magkamali lang isang pahina, isang patlang. 28 na blanco. At ang masaklap pa nun, pirmado, aprobado, ratifikado at inihain sa Bills and Index Service ng House of Representatives. Meaning, final na yun. Pag-enrolled bill na, wala ka nang pwedeng gawin doon, hindi na pwedeng galawin yun. Ang kinatatanging gagawin mo na lamang doon ay printing para maging GAB yung General Appropriations Bill. And it's up to the President to sign or not to sign. When he signs it, the GAB becomes GAA. Pag ayaw niya, mabibito yun, GAB pa rin yun. Yun yung flow ng budget.
Thank you, attorney. Salamat po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.